1.9 in October. And this one says 5 jailed for circulating ex-speaker's nude video, obtaining 38 million naira. You want to know which speaker? Then you, of course, know you have to get onto the Punch newspaper. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0003. All right, this one says, good morning. All right. I stand with NLC because when I look at pictures showing our NLC president was assaulted, I weep for Nigeria. Christian Williams. Good morning, Andrew. Lorenzo Delight says, at this point, River State, we should talk about developmental policies and ideas and not to control a party. Yesterday, TJ of NIMSI said NIN registration is free in Nigeria, but people pay each day in various states to get NIN. NLC and TUC declaring indefinite strike in Imo State is commendable, and some major groups shouldn't overheat the polity in the state. Good morning, Andrew. This one says, slowly but surely, Labour Party candidate Peter Obi is coming a nuisance with his press conference. Nigeria's hours in building isn't a 100-yard dash. Wike is being overbearing as well. Well, you think he's... First off, I think to say that Labour Party presidential candidate has been a nuisance would be out of place because he's well within his rights and he didn't say anything that should be seen as fomenting trouble, except for, every single thing he said is what every single one of us say every single day. The court has said what the court says. He accepts it even if he did not agree or did not feel that he got justice. And I'm pretty sure it's what many of us say every other time. The court has given the judgment and you don't like it, but you have to accept it because that's the final authority. At the end of the day, it does not stop you from airing how you feel. So to describe that as nuisance, I think is uncalled for and is unnecessary. NLC can't be trusted. They should match actions with their words. Skifu Piro. Political gladiators in the state should allow peace reign. Fidelis Ihianyi Elemuwa from Chokocho Echie. You sent that message. This person says, please, there was... the NDDC, this NDDC again. I will get it and I'll get it after the break, hopefully, and we'll give you the necessary information about it. I think it's the jingle at NDDC on the 999 thing. So I'll see what I'll do, and then if I don't get it now, you definitely get it. Blessed Famalu says, former Ejo leader reached out over the rift between Governor Fubara and FCT minister. The truth of the matter is that Governor Fubara should do the needful to be independent so that it can work better. Okay. Oh. Today in what? Okay. Amaku Mbai, local government area of River State, a teenage. That's not it. Let's go for a commercial now. When we come back, we'll take the calls and more messages and a few headlines from other newspapers. Stay tuned.
The show continues after this break on Nigeria Info.
Morning Crossfire. Can PFN JNI urge caution as ICC ranks Nigeria among worst persecutors of Christians? That is a headline on the Vanguard newspaper. Naira, Tinubu will shock currency speculators, presidency. Okay, this one came in from the presidency yesterday. Find out the details there. Bandits kill 5, abduct 7 in fresh attack on Katsina community. And honestly, I would say I think we're not having quite enough. Is it that because these days we're seeing the headlines and more? I don't think it comes to people as a shock. Is it that we're getting used to people just dying, or what exactly? Because I also got reports from a friend of mine as well about some soldiers that died. Whether it's been confirmed by the defense headquarters or not, but there were reports. And then I was watching the Labour Party vice presidential candidate also saying, some Nigerian soldiers died in Niger, and then the insecurity in the northern parts of the country, especially the northeast, and banditry in the northwest, and communities and the rest of them, etc., etc. It begins to make us wonder, because it seems as though we do not get the kind of attention we used to get, and how those sort of issues used to be everywhere. But now it's not like it doesn't look like it doesn't happen, although it feels like it doesn't happen. But you then see that it doesn't happen, but then you do not hear it as you used to. I don't know if that makes sense. This is interesting. You need to hear this. 1 dies, 30 vehicles, 20 buildings smash as landlord's election turns bloody. So landlords have an election and somebody will die. Buildings will be destroyed, cars will be destroyed for landlord's election. Okay, let's open the phone lines. 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003. Please, as much as possible, keep your contribution very short and precise so we can skip and move on to as many calls as possible. If you're a first-time caller, I'll just take the number one more time, 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0003. I'll give you a tip. Before you call it, if it's possible, just note the things you want to say so that you just go straight to the point. And if I've already introduced you and said your name and where you're calling from, please don't bother about doing that. Just skip and get straight to the point. Thank you very much. Let us start with Fred. Fred is in Nkoro. Good morning, Fred.
Yes, it's Andrew. Good morning.
Go on.
Thank you very much. This is Fred Michael.
Fred, we know already. Just go on.
Yes, Yes, I want to use the opportunity to advise my good people of Imo State. Please, to conduct themselves very well on Saturday. Please, I'm begging on them. They are our brothers. I love those people. So I want to advise them to come out en masse to vote for the candidate of their choice. They should not sit at home. They should not obey the order, sit at home. When they sit at home, their mandate will be taken. Look at what happened in Abia State. People come out en masse and vote. And Abia State has said people mandate will dissolve still soon. So they should come out en masse. I want to advise them on Saturday. They should come out en masse and join voice together and vote of the candidate of their choice. So there will be peace in Imo State. Thank you very much.
All right, and Philip is in Nkoro. Philip, good morning. Hello, Philip.
Yes. Yes, Philip calling from Nkoro.
Philip, just go on.
Yes. I want to add my voice on the IYC call this morning. It's a welcome development. At least the election has come and gone. We are governors now. The Pharaoh should let the Israelites go. It's enough. Obviously was the governor. He set a structure to Amechi. And Odili did not disturb Amechi. And Amechi set up a structure for Wike. It didn't disturb the Wike. Now it's a time of at least Wike should let him rule. Election has come and gone. The correct people are not happy with what is happening. It's just like this man want to use this man to siphon the River State money, and it will not work. The people of the Nkoro will listen.
All right,
And
Philip,
that is my take.
thank you very much. But then we do not have any facts about anybody trying to use anybody to siphon any money. So please, let's not push the wrong narrative, okay? Thank you. Lugard in Echie, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew. Greetings from Echie to you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, on the issue of IYC condemning the action of the former governor against Simeon Efobara, it's a good one. I want so many stakeholders in River State, leaders, to speak out for this injustice that was meted on River State. But God used Sinehi, the speaker, presently to intervene and to save our hard-earned democracy in River State. I want to also say that
Lugard, also to correct you, the assembly had
campaigning,
stated that its speaker is Martin Ameule.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yes.
When
So
the former governor was campaigning, he told us that he will not intervene in the affairs of Simeon Efobara or in the affairs of the state. But what we are seeing, or what I Lugaman saw, was for serious concern. That the chief of staff of the government house is appointed by the former governor. CSO was appointed by the former governor. Speaker was nominated by the former governor. And the same kept quiet. All of a sudden, you want to impeach somebody who was loyal to you for just no reason. And up to today, nobody told us, former governor has not told us, that look at the sin that seemed committed for that impeachment.
okay.
So for me, I'm calling on relevant authorities, every Rivers man and woman, to rise up against this injustice. Because those elders that visited Wike are not the elders of River State. And if they were, they could have called both of them together, asked what is really happening, but they took side.
All right, Lugard, point made.
All of us belongs to, that all of us
We
own,
have to move on to another caller. We have Cookie Gam and Rumo Lumeni
I want to tell
and
you,
Temple in
please rise
Echie.
up,
Thank
be
you.
in charge of government house.
Thank you very much. And then also quickly again, the governor of Rivers State, Governor Fubara, did not say that these people we have mentioned were appointed for him. He has not said that. I don't think anybody from the government has come out to openly say this is what happened. Well, so it means whatever it is we're saying would be largely speculations until those people involved will come out with their mouth and say, this is what I'm going through. Until the governor says anything, with speculations we're making, I need that to be very clear. Cookie Gam from Rumo Lumeni, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Labour Congress want to go on strike on Tuesday.
Mhm.
Andrew, I never believe Nigerian Labour Congress anymore longer in this country. Let them shout their strike. Cookie Gam will never leave the Congress. Andrew, my best studio, the IYC statement yesterday in Port Harcourt, the press conference about the former governor interfering in the affairs of this current governor. It's my major concern this morning. Andrew, I want to plead to the former governor. He brought this young man, a fine young man, he brought to River State, and the guy is doing perfectly 100% well. Why interfering him? About structure or no structure? Andrew, you read the Bible every day about this right of wisdom. You know about King Belshazzar, the rules and Media and Persia. When he had thought he had become everything, God tells him one night, your time is over. You know about Nebuchadnezzar, how he was emperor in the old this emperor, how God treated him too. Nobody overtake God's position in God's position in the world. Our governor will not think that he is the God of River State or God of Nigeria. You know what happened to King Belshazzar and Nebuchadnezzar is there in the Bible for us to learn. So
Okay.
to him, let him see the son. Allow this young man to River State for this is 4 years, send of first before no one to do again. I want to beg River State for Nigeria to stop.
All right, Cookie Gam, thank you. Hello, Cookie Gam.
This is Nigeria. But let his government come to stop in River State. He said to all that he will never interfere. He's interfering in this young man, this fine governor who have interfered in his government. Please, former governor, please allow him to start his threat as a governor. Give bodies of the democracy.
All right, let's go to Bimini now. Ken is on the line. Thank you, Cookie Gam. Let's go to Ken. Ken, good morning.
Good morning, Femi Andrew.
Go on.
I want to comment on the headline that says, one died. Cars and building was burnt for landlord's
Election.
Which state is that? if I may ask.
All right, you would have to get the details from the Vanguard, but let me get that detail for you. Hence
it is in this country, Nigeria.
Yes, it is. Anambra State.
Okay, it's very unfortunate. This is what hardship is causing. Where have you heard about landlord election before in this country? This is my first time of hearing that. It's very, very unfortunate. I want to add is the issue of the politics in Rivers State concerning father and son. For me, I would have suggested that we should no more talk about this issue. Hence, these two heavyweight, PDP heavyweights, are no more are not telling us exactly the skeleton in their cupboard. Why are we still overheating the polity of this particular issue? So I'm no more comfortable with this issue again.
All right, thank you, Temple.
It will rise to ethnic crisis.
Temple in
a Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Ken. Temple, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished.
Go ahead, Temple. Very fine, thank you.
Yes, so I think this issue of who is the leader and who is shouldn't continue to play at this point in time. The former governor Wike is in Abuja, and for me, I think in his own capacity at the national level, he's also a leader here. But the leadership of PDP is very sacrosanct as far as PDP River State chapter is concerned, and governor is in charge. Even in Abuja, people may not like to hear the truth, but the truth is not told. But I appeal the various groups. I want to appeal into elders of how to, push River State to our dream state. These businesses are going down. Governance is look at it, is being crippled. They should stop picking up the politics. Let governance, come to play. We have gone past politics. This is time for governance. Governor Singh remains in charge. He is in charge. If they need to hear it loud and clear. Governor Singh is in. He is leader of PDP, state chapter. Governor Wike is a leader in his own capacity at the national level. People to pay allegiance and whatever loyalty to Governor Singh. It is as simple as ABC. Other governors deserve loyalty. Governor Singh is a different one. But I want to appeal to NSC at level. Please, that strike for me is uncalled for at this point in time. Things are hard in Imo State. But those fighting in Imo State, they will tell you what they are feeling. Even for them to get something to eat, it's hard. A person of Gary in Imo State, as I'm talking to you, that is 10,000 naira. They are trying to push forward their strike. All because of level. Please, I want to appeal to you.
All right, thank you very much, Temple. Your point has been made. Let's go to Ida in Kora now. Ida, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew Femi, good morning.
Welcome.
I want to thank the job group come and clear the air. And I want to tell the commissioner of land and housing that Governor Singh, the holding governor of River State, remain the leader. When he's talking about leadership, Chief Barrister is the former governor. He's the leader of GDI. He brought GDI up, not leader of PDP. The job group telling the former governor to tell the former governor to allow him to breathe. He want to work for Rivers people. Allow this particular person to work for Rivers people. I don't know where the impeachment is coming from. This man come and tell me more offense. If you tell me more offense, I will resign. I will go out. Come and tell me more offense. I want to tell me more offense. You want to work for Rivers people. I want not to work. Thank you very much. God bless.
All right, thank you very much, Ida. We have Leighton Barry in Bori. But first, before we hear from Leighton Barry, let's just take a few messages on Facebook. Ubamadu AKJ says, one that vehicle will destroy landlord election. Andrew, if you meddle or try to mess with landlord structure, oh goodness me, Nigerians, what is the meaning of this? He says, I stand with my landlord. Samunai Tekana Dagogo says, if the House of Assembly is sincere and they know the allegations against Governor Sim are grievous, why has the State House of Assembly not made the allegations public? Jack Don Sim is the leader of PDP and number one of the state. This is a conversation we would have. Hopefully I can get the PDP spokesperson, Mr. Bara, to join the conversation and come in and clarify who the leader of the party is at the state level. Okay. Letambari from Bori, good morning to you. We also have David and John on the line. We'll get to them. Quickly, Letambari.
Good morning.
Yes, go on.
Let me look at NLC and TUC have that shutdown of powers and other things in Imo State. Yes, that's a welcome movement. I always say that it's like NLC has failed to understand the power they have in this country because they have been buying so much into the hands of these politicians, mostly the governors. The governors are the ones that are worse in this country, that are worsening the situation of people. Mostly the ones that worked for them. They use the NLC as caricature. You can believe that you are aware that the federal government proposed 35,000 naira to workers. As I speak with you, yesterday I am aware that workers received their last. No one call was added to their salary. I just want to inform you, Itini. No one call was added to their salary. Despite all this agitation that Labour and even those of us on radio here have been agitating for the welfare of workers.
All right, Letambari, the point has been made now.
Our governors have put a deaf ear to that.
Let's get on to David in Yenagoa. Good morning, David. We lost the call from David. John in Umudioga. Good morning, John.
Yeah, Ife Yandru. Good morning.
Morning to you, John. Go on.
Yes. IYC call for concern. It has time to say the truth in this river state. I decided to keep quiet on this matter because the elders of the state is not saying the truth. What is the structure we are talking about? The structure that the EAWK is talking that he should leave for him. Sin cannot produce local government chairman. Is it the structure? The local government chairman will produce councillor for Sin. Is it the structure? Sin will just be as a ceremonial governor. What did they mean? Let us tell ourselves the truth. Those elders that being mentioned, Elder Ferdinand Calabraba, Elder Sergeant Awute, Elder all the elders, they should call for concern. They should realize that Sim Mulaye Fukura is the governor. Let them tell the people the truth. They should stop bringing themselves that low. So somebody who has finished, yes, ENWK is the former governor, he has done it as a people let me to continue the load. Is it who give back people saying, and that's all, he's talking about structure. So he's structure that Sin cannot produce local government chairman will produce councillor, Sin cannot even proud of this is what I produce on the state. Is it what they mean? I will advise him this morning,
all right, John,
let him resign and leave the office alone for them.
Thank
you.
So
that you have a rest.
Let's go to Walter.
Let him resign and go so that we can come back to become governor again.
Let's go back. Let's go to Walter now in Rupoku. Thank you, John. Walter and Rupoku, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
You're welcome.
Yes, all these days I just relaxed and I don't want to add my voice into this matter playing River State. But when you push a man to a wall, he will resist. You see, let me tell you, for us to make peace, and both of them have resolved their matter. I told people several times, if you don't know how to play politics, relax people. I have been telling people, if you are a lawyer, you bath this morning, go to court, defend what you learn in your school. These people, they have settled. And before you know it, this matter will enter into ethnic groups. Asian people that have come up now. Tomorrow night you see Korean people will respond. So please, let us start by, advise your people, your station. They should, we leave about this matter to life for now. Nobody should discuss on this matter again. In fact, all the stations, all the next stations, please, I am begging. And people should mind the way they talk on radio. Nobody has issues with Sin or a former governor. Nobody have. If you have a personal matter with them, sue them to court. Please, I am begging everybody, those of them that claim to be lawyers, please.
All right, Walter, thank you very much. But unfortunately, amongst everything you've said, one thing is you cannot say that this should not be talked about, because it directly concerns everybody in the state, and people would demand to know exactly what it is. The governor has come out to apologize to Rivers people. He has said this is a father and son issue and it will be resolved. He has also pleaded to say, let peace reign. But whether it has, because we've not heard from the FCT minister in his own part to say, I have forgiven, there's no issue, we're moving on. I don't think we have seen both these men together in a press conference saying that this matter should be dropped, it is forgotten, we are now. I think that would make a lot of sense if we have the both of them together, address this and everybody is moving on and fine. So far, we've gotten the governor say a few things. And as much as I share your concern, it's also very difficult to get people not to respond, because it is their right to, especially when things of leadership in their state where they reside, direct concerns them happens. You can't all say they shouldn't say anything. It's almost impossible. But caution is still needed. And who are those that would have to tread with caution? I think it largely depends on the politicians and those in leadership in the position of power who are involved in all of this. They are the ones that know exactly what to do to put this to bed, and they should do it if they are really interested in the stability, development, and peace of the state. Like I've said, if we have now a press conference, the FCT minister has, and then the governor of Rivers State has, and every other person. And I've also talked about what the situation would look like in the State House of Assembly, because that's one area we still have not talked about, and we've not really had representatives from the Assembly come and tell us what is happening and who is what. We still don't know yet. So there's still quite a lot. And they are the ones that would have to, they're the ones that started this. The people of Rivers State did not just wake up and began to say anything they wanted. Something happened involving certain people who were voted into office by Rivers people. So how can you say people cannot respond? It's almost impossible. Clinton is in Bori. Clinton, we have a short commercial, but let's quickly hear you in a few seconds. Good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, if I were to be the former governor, I will shift ground, because the grammatical bullet coming from Chief Sokubo is killing. But going forward, I think there's need for peace to reign in Rivers State. The two gladiators, one have shown a peaceful disposition in the public. We are waiting for the former governor to toe the same line, since it's a father and son problem. So we want progress in Rivers State. Then finally, on the issue of labor, I think it's very political. Labor have been taking side. Going on strike is not ideal. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Clinton. All right. Take a commercial now. When we come back, if we still have time, we'll look at your messages. Otherwise, we'll go straight to the news at 7. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Good morning.